children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, find your strength in love.
Right, this is the analysis of Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston. She begins by saying, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. So the things highlighted in yellow, right off the bat, she's demonstrating the overall purpose and urging adults to give children confidence within and allow them to thrive and lead the way to a better future. She then uses some imagery to persuade the audience, which is the adults, through nostalgia of being young. And she says, let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. And the children's laughter, again, is symbolic of the purity and innocence. Everyone's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. The kind of why we need to teach them well and help them lead the way, because they need someone to look up to. Then she says, I never found anyone who fulfill my needs, a lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. The speaker is giving a personal connection and evidence, kind of based on her own experiences, to build upon why she believes that this is important for adults to do. Then she says, I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. So the repetition of I shows the self-reliance and independence that she wants the younger generation to have. And again, building on the personal connection that she had begun at the end of the first stanza. And the repeated they, that's highlighted in red, they is referring to those who have probably challenged her, discouraged her throughout the years. Again, another personal and cautionary connection to the importance of being confident and giving this quality to children. Then she goes on to say, because the greatest love of all is happening to me, I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. So she kind of builds to saying that the greatest love of all is learning to love yourself. And she connects through the repeated syntax of love, of beginning with love and ending with me, in order to emphasize that connection between love coming from yourself. So love is connected to me, or love is connected to you and what's inside of you. And which is all reiterated by the learning to love yourself and the repeated greatest throughout this stanza. She then repeats these first three stanzas in order to emphasize the aforementioned ideas of learning to love yourself and how the children are the future and they should learn the same exact thing. She ends it by saying, and if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of leads you to a lonely place, you find your strength in love. This was interpreted to mean if the place you've always wanted to be, to get to, like a job or family life, becomes a lonely place, you find yourself, you find strength through self-love. Again, the greatest love is within oneself. This is the soapstone analysis. So starting with speaker. In this case, the speaker is a black and female, Whitney Houston. Possibly someone with a good education, because they value, you can see in the first stanza, beginning in the first stanza, that they value education, teach them well and let them lead the way. And so teaching them, she knows the value of education and wants to implement that in the younger generations. Obviously an adult, because of the reflective tone that she has about kind of the life she lived and what she's wished that she would have done. She clearly has gone through something significant in her life, been let down somehow, because she repeats, I decided long ago to never walk in anyone's shadows. The occasion, it's a contemporary piece. She was being let down and going through a lot in her lifetime, and she just doesn't want to see the younger generation or the children going through the same thing. It's kind of warning and cautioning the adults now to treat the children and teach the children all about self-reliance and respect, and to love oneself and not rely on other people to love them. The audience, again, is young adults and adults. This is evident in saying, let the children's laughter remind us, as in adults or people of her generation, how we used to be. Give them a sense of, give them, which is the children, a sense of pride. So calling them to action to give the children confidence and independence. Purpose. Her goal is to get adults to give children confidence because they're the future, by giving them pride and making them realize they're beautiful inside and out. Ultimately, to convince both the adults and the children that the greatest love of all comes within oneself, and it can't be found within friends or anyone else in the world before you love yourself. So loving yourself is going to lead to happiness and peace within your life. The subject, the ideas and concepts that are seen is loving yourself before loving anyone else. And then if children learn this at an early age, or we teach them to do, we as in the adults teach them to do this, their future and confidence will be much better. The tone, she utilizes both a reflective tone seen in I never found anyone to look up to, I never found anyone who fulfills my needs, a lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me, which shows her reflection of her own life and the decisions and the things that she's went through, and she's kind of reflecting on that and doesn't want that to happen to the younger generation. She also seems very proud in saying that they can't take away my dignity. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live as I believe, no matter what they can't take away my dignity. Again, emphasizing they can't take away my dignity, because she's proud. She knows that she's gotten where she is now because of everything that she's done.